everyone. We are just here to chat about what we've been up to during lockdown and also about what we were up to last year, filming our debut EP and recording it all and getting all that together. So, yeah. So, what have we been up to? William, do you want to start? Do you want to say what you've been doing?
I have been working throughout the entire of lockdown. I didn't get to experience lockdown.
He's feeding the nation.
No.
Feeding the nation!
No, when we come out of lockdown, I'm going to take 2 weeks holiday and pretend that lockdown's still happening, just for the sake of getting the lockdown experience.
Yeah, are you just going to lock yourself in the house?
Yeah, I'm going to lock myself in the house, I'll wear a mask in the house, and I'll just kick back.
Watch Tiger King.
Yeah.
I know, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I haven't really experienced it. It's been really, really busy in work, because obviously when just before lockdown, people were kind of panic buying lots of different foods, and all the main supermarkets kind of ran out, and we're a small independent store, so people started coming to us.
I just remember watching the social media of your particular supermarket though, and it was like so proud that the shelves were so well stocked.
Yeah, shout out Coho
so
Convenience.
Proud. Yeah,
Coho Convenience. Shout out.
Paisley Road West.
Yeah, Paisley Road West. 2127 Paisley Road West, Coho Convenience.
Respect.
But yeah, it's been a bit mental, but it's dying down a bit now. The supermarkets are also better stocked as well now, so it's coming back.
It's really surreal though, isn't it? Has it been quite surreal in your work? Because I know going into the supermarkets, I've only been going in recently because I've been pretty shielded the whole time, but going into supermarkets is a very surreal experience.
Well, it's funny like getting up the perspex screen, and like there's a one-way system, and it's it's a relatively small shop, so like having a one-way system and trying to keep people socially distanced.
Why can't people follow those rules though? Because I've gone into the co-op and they literally cannot follow a one-way system. Like, what? I don't know.
It took some getting used to, but it's been mental, man. But that's as exciting as it gets for me.
I've really done not much else above that. I have been working, but luckily and maybe not so luckily working from home, which has been something that I've really had to try and get used to, I suppose. Because typically, not in this circumstance, I'll be like working like in certain recording studios and stuff. I'm like working with kids one-on-one and writing songs with them, but like I've been having to do that over my webcam, which has been really weird, because there's always a lag and you're trying to write a song together and sing it together, and it just does not happen. So that's kind of been my life. And then I've been working with a kids musical instrument startup company called Soundbops, which, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you will see me making a fool of myself on their little Facebook channel type thing. But yeah, that's kind of been my chat, and I've been in the house the whole time, really.
I like those videos, man. You look like a CBeebies presenter.
I know.
Like that.
I feel like that's
today we're learning.
Yeah, I mean, if my own music doesn't work out, and if I can't manage to make that work behind the scenes with that company, then maybe that's what I need to get into. It's just children's presenting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I need to figure out better DIY projects for that, because my guitar. I did make a guitar with a tea box, and it was all crumpled by the end of it. It was shocking. It was so bad. But anyway, we posted it. It's all good. And George has been very exotic. Take it away. Tell us all about
an exciting lockdown. The first thing I did was I instantly realised that playing bass in people's bands means that when the gigs stop, there's no real clear, obvious way to put music out by yourself. Because, if Denny wants to do an acoustic session, it's very hard to, as you were saying with the webcam, it's almost impossible for us all to play together, if, like, for example, with Russell or anyone else. So I was very like, I need to do something for myself. So I recorded myself a wee EP, which will be coming out at some point, and organised to do some videos and stuff when lockdown eases. But most importantly is I've been in Spain for the past couple of weeks, which has been great sunshine. And if I'm going to be locked in a house, why not be locked in a farmhouse in the Pyrenees with cerveza and a swimming pool? Why be locked in a quarantine in Townhead in Glasgow?
I am honestly so jealous, because I've been to the house that you're at, and I just wish I was there. It's like I'm so unbelievably jealous.
Paradise.
Yeah, and while I've been here, I got a flamenco guitar lesson of someone from the south of Spain, which was good fun. Learned how to clap palmas, and other cool
What is
flamenco
that?
stuff.
What is that?
So that's what they call palmas as in pams. There's two types. You've got the loud one, and you've got the quiet one. And then it's like this kind of thing and this kind of thing. But that's just to get your tone. And then for the clapping, it's all rhythm. It's all very non-Western music in that when they're doing their dancing, they're not counting like bars lit like in a line. They just count. They call it the compass. It's just like a sort of like going round and round a count of a certain number. So the one she was teaching me is the hardest one to kind of get from like Western music, which is like Buleria, which is in 12. So you count like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's for like, it's quite cool. It's quite fun, and it's tricky to combine that with like playing the guitar at those rhythms. And it's it was a very new experience for me.
Well, that sounds like loads of fun, George, and I'm very jealous.
Yeah, and I'm getting a suntan while I'm at it. So.
Exactly. Okay, so we are going to show you 3 different songs that we've recorded throughout this time, just sort of demo live type style. And the first one is Voluntary Mother.
Every time I change my pillow slips, I think of you, and I hope that you don't hate me, 'cause I'm just trying to be me. Settle down, let it out, only wanna make you proud, but you can take it slow. I am telling you I'm still the same.
Right, okay, so also wanted to cover like what we've been trying to do together during this time. It's obviously been really hard because all teams are having to kind of recreate their way of like working remotely, and with a band especially, when you rely on actually being able to like chat in real time, it's kind of difficult. So I suppose at the start we were quite productive. George and I did like a session thing. We did the COVID cover challenge, which was good fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
And even before that, we released our third single, Miles. But yeah, I feel like Miles, when it came out, could have done better, but I feel like there were some people that were really into it, which was nice to see considering the world was in sheer panic mode.
Yeah.
You know. Maybe we would have pushed it back now, but I know. Yeah, and then like the remix, which was I think really fun to do. Obviously, like you two weren't involved in that much, and to be honest, I wasn't really that involved in it either because I just sent them the stems, and then We Should Hang Out More completely remixed Miles. And it was just so cool to like hear it from a different perspective. I thought.
Yeah.
Like deconstructed.
Yeah, it was cool. It's like a total like chill out song, really. I think you could listen to it and just zen out for a bit.
Yeah, shout out to We Should Hang Out More guys. Yeah.
Odge and Murky. And then other than that, we've just been kind of... Well, I've been writing a lot, like trying to anyway. So I'm just excited to be moving forward into being able to do stuff like that again, really. I think that'll be good once we can actually start writing together and whatever. Whatevers. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too long. Yeah. So, without further ado, we want to show you our full EP now, the full short film. And then afterwards, we're going to have a chat with Sean D. Francesco, who was our cinematographer / cinematic artist. And you can, check it out.
Cue the VT.
Man, she's not answering. I don't know what to do.
Man, that's like the 4th time. If we can't get hold of her, we're gonna need to cancel the show.
We can't cancel the show. Think about the press backlash. Think about the ticket sales.
What if something's happened to her, man? I don't know what to do.
Come on, man. Let's go find her.
Yeah, you better find her.
Caught
George, man, you need to pull yourself together. Denny's gone, she ain't coming back. So we need to find a replacement.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, let's get started.
Falling apart at the seams, try sewing it up, but I can't keep things together. Keep things together. I'm not who I was when we first met. It kills me to fight how I feel now instead. Can't make it better. I can't make this better. Nothing left to take, 'cause I keep on self-destructing, 'cause it feels easier to break. I can't deny that I've changed. I can't deny that I've changed.
Right!
No one's seen her or heard from her. We just really need your help, detective.
Well, you came to the right place. So you say she's a 20-something singer-songwriter from Glasgow and you haven't seen her in a few days? Tried Finiston?
We've looked in every vintage shop and vegan cafe in Glasgow. We still can't find her.
Interesting.
It seems that I have pushed as far as I can the start, you said that you would love me through turning time. But now it seems the grass is greener on the other side. There's times I wish that I could go back to the start. But after all this time, I don't know how we now grew apart. I just need time and some space to breathe. And I will do everything you've asked of me. And I need you to help me believe. When we've done miles, you'll be glad that you did them with me. If you could start again, would you still want to be my friend? If you could go back in time, would you stay with me? Or baby, would you change your mind?
What exactly made you think she was going to be at the theme park?
A trampoline place.
Or Laser Quest?
What a waste of money.
Gotta think outside the box, man. Gotta think of where she'd least expect to be found. Besides, isn't it most important we all had fun?
Okay, I said you get something to eat.
Denny! Denny! Denny!
Just need time and some space to breathe. And I will do everything you've asked of me. And I need you to help me believe. When we've done miles, you'll be glad that you did them with me. And now we've done the miles, are you glad you did them all with me?
Denny, don't run away. Please come back.
I can't. Look, I want to play music, I just don't want to be part of the rat race. You make it like it's all about the numbers, it's all about the ticket sales, about what everybody else thinks. I just want to play music with my friends.
Denny, that's all we wanted to do. Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Okay.
Laughing loud now. We're happy.
No, it's just because you're asking.
Okay, cut.
I just don't want to be part of the rat race. You make.
What?
Cause we're here, right?
Honestly.
Whatever you do, don't stop. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. He's never been more in character. Daddy! 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 Daddy!
Vegan cafe and trendy bar and all that crap.
Least expect to be found. Besides, didn't we all have fun?
Saturday, I never
Your shoulder. Yeah, that's great, like that. Oh fuck. Oh no. We're filming something, mate. Sorry for that. Sorry for that.
I knew this would fucking happen.
Shit just got real.
Much that once was is lost, for none now live to remember it.
So the next video session demo is going to be for a song called Sweetness. Hope you enjoy.
What have you done to me? I can't believe I now take sugar in my tea. Your sweetness, it dissolves in
Right, okay, so just want to welcome Sean to the camera, to the stage. Sean was our videographer for the documentary. It's not a documentary, is it?
It's
4-part.
I feel like a bit offended that you're calling me a videographer. That's like what people who do weddings and shit.
Cinematographer.
Cinematic artist, maybe.
Cinematic
I'm
artist.
only joking. Yeah, I pressed record. That was me.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just bringing Sean in to talk about like kind of the influences behind it, why we did what we did rather than just doing a normal sort of music video. And yeah, so anyway, we've still got George, but he may break because he keeps freezing. He is here. Anyway, so why did we decide to record a 4-part film?
That was your idea.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
I'm not going to put that on you. That was a ridiculously ambitious idea.
Yeah, you said, I want to do something that's like a film that's like a story that's told over multiple music videos.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing I said was, Denny, you're crazy.
Yeah, I think you're probably quite right. I was watching a lot of like Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer, watched that, and I was like, I want to do something like that because nobody really does that. Mm-hmm. Like, especially for an EP. So
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of where it started.
We pretty quickly learned why nobody does that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's such a huge undertaking. We're getting some delayed laughter from George here.
I suppose off the back of that then, like, how did we actually develop the idea? Because I remember being really frustrated with like, okay, right, we want to make this film, but what are we actually going to do? Like, we need an idea.
Yeah, we needed
the
a
plot.
story. Yeah, and I think there was like a couple of ideas. Usually, to be honest though, working on music videos, that's usually what happens. Usually it starts off with like, you don't start off with a story, you just start off with like random things. Like, remember you were like, I really want something to be in a theatre.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also, sorry, the colours thing was there from the start.
Yeah,
so from the start you were like,
yeah.
I want it to be like each video is a different colour,
yeah,
and it kind of corresponds to different members of the band.
Yeah.
And so we started from there, and then we kind of built it up.
I remember some of the really funny suggestions though of like what we were going to do, because it was always like we kind of settled quite quickly on the fact that I was going to be missing. But then we were like, why have I gone missing? And you had suggested that like the opening shot would be at my funeral.
Yeah, you were gonna die.
Yeah.
Just to contextualise this though, just so you don't think that I'm like mad about killing Denny, the whole idea was based on the fact that I think one of the things you spoke about early on was like, I'm leaving my old self, my old sort of like kind of identity as a musical artist behind, and this is like a new phase, and you were kind of like, I want to really push that, and I was like, well, what if we kill you?
Yeah, that was, oh my god, I know. And I suppose in a sense like the whole manager character coming into it as well, like that is kind of an influence of like what I used to be like and what I was like before I kind of got the band together, because I was putting a lot of pressure on myself and like it wasn't really taking it anywhere. So yeah. That would have
been great, man. You should have had like someone play Here Comes the Sun on the organ for like the funeral song.
Moving on from that, how long did it actually take us to do it?
Oh god, so we started, it's so fun.
We had very ambitious plans.
I was going to say, I think what the funniest thing is that in hindsight, I remember I had like a pretty detailed plan of like how it was going to go down, and like I think the plan was we were going to finish filming. We started filming in like July, August 2018.
Yeah.
And we were going to have it finished by like the end of August, shooting, and then we were going to
2018?
No, 2019. Sorry,
2019.
So we started shooting in July 2019, and then we were going to finish shooting in 1 month, and then we were going to like over about 4 or 5 days, and then I was going to edit it in like the September. And then what happened, I think, was we ended up filming, like, we didn't finish really filming until, like, the October or something, because there was always, like, these little...
We had, like, that initial filming day at Hard Rock as well.
Yeah, that was the first
I think
day.
that was kind of, like, July time, wasn't it? It was quite early on in the whole situation.
Which, it was weird as well, because that was, like, we filmed the last scene and the first scene, so that was quite interesting. But I think one of the things, in hindsight, I think that, because I'd never done anything even close to this sort of scale before, in terms of just how many videos we wanted to shoot, and it was just me.
Yeah,
there was no one else.
Exactly.
But I remember thinking at the time, we were like, oh, we're going to just film all the videos and then we'll worry about putting it together later.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, we probably should have like, it would have maybe made sense to do them one by one or do them maybe 2 at a time. But yeah, that was, so I think it took about 4 or 5 months. And then I think the final edits
Yeah.
the videos were like the start of this year.
Yeah, because we
when
got
you had everything
yeah we
back.
had everything back after we had the change video back. I think that's kind of how
Yeah.
it all started unraveling. Which it's just been so funny to like watch it all back because I had kind of forgotten about like certain things that we had done like on the shoots.
You know what? One thing I really regret is that I should have. This is something that I've done on a couple of videos that I've done recently because it is like there was so many funny things that happened. I wish I'd got all the bloopers. I did it a little bit at the end of the full film.
Oh
There's
my
like
God,
a
it's
little
so
bloopers
funny.
reel, but yeah, there was so many ridiculous situations we got ourselves into.
I know.
My favourite is definitely when we were filming the sort of hitchhiker scene and the guy was gonna pick you up. That was my favourite of them all.
So good. I still can't get over George's arse crack.
Oh,
George's arse crack.
I think the next Denny merch should be belts and bracers for gentlemen's clothing.
Yeah, where did we shoot everything? Because that's something. Because geographically, this film makes no sense, but I love it for that.
On a couple of levels, it makes no sense.
Yeah, quite a few levels it makes.
My office was George's old house.
Yes. Yeah.
Kettleston represent Chelsea.
Yeah. Can I just say though, like I feel like one of my biggest regrets with this film, well there's a couple, but there's one of my biggest ones is we didn't flesh out William the Stoner's character more.
Yeah, I know.
Because there was sort of this whole arc that we had for you is like you're going to be the stoner detective.
Yeah.
And then we just never really came out in the.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah,
I know.
exactly. Which I think now seems really random when you watch it, but just if you have seen it, like William was meant to have this whole backstory and be this kind of like kooky detective who was totally clueless.
Maybe one day we'll do like a prelude Hobbit style.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that.
Yeah.
We shot the detective's office at George's old house, which he's now moved out of. What else? Just the funniest bit I think for me is the running scenes throughout Glasgow city centre because we're going in completely different directions from where we end up. Like we're running that way through Sauchiehall Street, but really we then end up like back in Woodlands or whatever. Yeah. It's just crazy.
It's a bit problematic because the majority of people who are going to see this are probably from Glasgow.
Yeah, exactly. But then the funniest bit of all that is that the chase scene then ends in chapter 4 and we arrive in Dunfermline.
In a field in Fife. By the way, I think, that was like so much. That was just basically, we had to do it there because remember, it was the whole thing about it being yellow.
Yeah.
So we needed to find a yellow.
What were we not going to try and film in a rapeseed field or something?
Yes, that was the goal.
But
then the
I
rapeseed
thought about
fields
it and I'm dramatically allergic to rapeseed in terms of like my hay fever that I would have just been dying. Like, I would have been able to put on the fake tears. It would have been fine. I know.
Yeah. As if your performance wasn't already like riveting enough. Like I think that would have probably taken it to another level.
What were our biggest frustrations from this, and what would we like to learn from those?
I would say like the biggest thing for me was like I think something like this, one person making it is just not feasible. I think it would have been great to have like a couple more people working on it, and then who probably could have kept my wild ideas in check and probably like would have. I think you guys tried it at some points, but I think like there was maybe certain elements.
See, I
of the
run
project.
with you. I run with you.
I know.
William was quite good for like calming everything down and being like,
me and Denny just get carried away.
Matt was very good at like stopping us from getting carried away.
Yeah. Well, I think it was more just like sometimes there's certain bits of the story I think that maybe could have been tightened up a little bit. Like I think like the manager character we don't really explain. We don't really
like,
go there.
In the planning, like we were like, oh yeah, it's going to be like Fight Club, and everybody's just kind of like suddenly know what the hell we're talking about.
So yeah, we literally tried to make it was like that was like the reference, wasn't it? It was like this is going to be like Tyler Durden in Fight Club. The manager is Brad Pitt. You were going to be Brad Pitt.
Yeah. The manager doesn't exist. There you go, guys. If you hadn't already figured it out, that's the situation.
Have you had many people ask you why you're looking for Denny when she's right there?
I've not actually. I still have your number saved as manager on my phone, and every time you call me, I get this like photo popping up, and I'm like, what is going on?
Of yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, she's actually back. She's kind of like proper full-blown paranoia that she actually exists. It's not just a character.
Well, that's the whole point, though, isn't it? It's like that whole character. Whether I don't know whether this was done with limited success, but like like that whole character's meant to be your kind of inner paranoia and your sort of inner judge, like
definitely.
inner critic, which you're trying to silence. I really hope when people are writing essays on this film in years to come that they'll pick up on that. Yeah, that won't be missed.
Yeah, creative art.
When this is added to the Criterion collection.
Yes, definitely.
I like the fact that the detective ends up in the band at the end. That was the kind of that was the happy point for me.
I think though, guys, ultimately it was like, I think we all learned a lot from the experience, and you know, it's not perfect, but I think like for me, and I hope for you guys as well, like we had so much fun making it. It was such an adventure.
It was so good.
And trying to put it together, and then I remember like when we actually finished it, like I actually couldn't believe it was over.
I know, that's like George and I sat on the train.
I couldn't believe that it was finished.
George and I sat on the train after the last editing day, and we were like, I was going to be going back to Fife and everything that day, and we were just sitting there, and I don't think you were as emotional as I was, but I was like proper like, I can't believe that's it. Like it's done. We're going to have it all, and that's going to be it over.
I think it was because if you think about it, I think we started talking about it in like you'd obviously you'd asked me way in advance about doing it, and we sort of booked it in, and then it was like
it's been like a whole.
It was like about a year.
And
basically like the Lord of the Rings. You know, they made that in like a year. So it's kind of the same. It's the same thing.
Like,
I knew George would appreciate that reference.
Well, we've already spoken about our lockdown things, what we've been up to. But what have you been up to during lockdown?
What have I been
tell
up to?
the people. Tell the lovely people.
What have I been up to during lockdown? To be honest, watching a lot of films. Actually, I've been.
It's a learning thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Brushing up on my Italian. I've been doing Duolingo every day, so I can finally.
Sto provando a praticare il mio italiano.
Sì.
Capisco un po'.
Io sto imparando adesso. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Anyway, so lockdown. I've just been I've been writing quite a lot. Like I'm wanting to make like a little short film and soon, and just watching films and chilling out, and just been started making music videos again the last couple of weeks. So
anyway, best bits other than just us all being pals. I think that was probably my best bit. That was just spending time together.
Yeah, just hanging out and just making a film together, and sort of like kind of making it up as we went along.
Yeah, it was totally made up as we went along.
Kind of like sort of having a plan, but then also sort of just being like, okay, let's
screw it.
Yeah, screw it. Yeah, let's just see what happens. But no, it was really good. I think I really appreciate you having faith in me to do it.
100%, Sean.
It was like getting the opportunity to work on something that big.
Yeah.
Or just like that long. I've still not made anything even close to it. Because what's the final film? Is it like 16 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, no, I think it's maybe even 18 with the bloopers and stuff
18.
on the end.
I've been meaning to watch the whole thing. Because since we edited it, I've not sat down and watched the whole thing.
Because I think it's hard to like...
Because obviously,
and we've seen it so many times that like then rewatching the whole thing, like it's just... And then you do get like self-conscious and stuff when you watch bits. I mean, all in all, it was just hilarious. I'm sad it's over, but like I feel like it was time to put it to bed.
Definitely.
It took so long.
It took so long. It's out in the world now.
I know.
We can all move on with our lives.
Yeah. And on that note, thank you so much for coming along, Sean,
so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Chatting with us. We will see all of your upcoming music videos, I'm sure, and anything else you've got going on. All of Sean's stuff will be in the mystery description boxes wherever they may be. I don't know if they're up or down depending on the platform, and you can go check out his videos and maybe book him to do something cool for you too. Yes,
thank you.
Cool. Right.
Okay, awesome.
Cheers. Sick.
Nice. Oh my god, something smells great.
So we're going to play you out with the last session video, which is a song called Never Know.
And when the darkness falls around you, way to